Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Tech Tips with Kerwyn. Today, we'll be looking at setting up several desktops on a Windows 10 PC. Have you ever shared your screen in a Zoom or Teams meeting and then you realize that you shared something that wasn't appropriate for the work environment? This happened to me before, and I was like, oh my, sorry, wrong window. And I had to quickly close that window a bit embarrassed. With multiple desktops, you can reduce the likelihood of those embarrassing moments. Now, if you follow tech news, you may have heard that Windows 11 is the next big and exciting Windows version. During the launch event, one of the features that Microsoft highlighted was multiple desktops, also known as virtual desktops, as you can see from this short clip. These thumbnails are called virtual desktops. They allow you to group applications that are all being used for a specific task. So you can put all your work-related stuff into this one. You can play your games in gaming, etc. That's the general idea behind virtual desktops. You should have different workspaces for different purposes. However, having multiple desktops actually existed since Windows 10, but they weren't fully known or used by the general public. And what Microsoft typically does is that if a product or feature didn't work out too well and it has potential, they rebrand it, they repackage it to present it in a different light. For virtual desktops, I think it's a great idea because we multitask a lot, and with people working from home during the current pandemic, the boundaries between our work life and personal life have been completely blurred. So, having multiple desktops would make it easier to switch between work and personal browsing on your PC. The good news is that you don't have to wait for the general rollout of Windows 11 later this year because, like I said, you can start using multiple desktops on your Windows 10 PC right away. So, to create a virtual desktop, you can simply go to your taskbar and click on the task view icon. It is located to the right of the Cortana icon. If the task view icon is missing, you can right click on an empty portion of the taskbar and select Show Task View button. Within the task view, we can see an overview of the applications we have open on our current desktop. And on the far right, we have our timeline, which allows us to scroll through our program and document activity. At the very top of the task view, there are usually thumbnails representing each of your desktops. You start off with no desktop thumbnails, but when you click on Add New Desktop, you can visualize how many desktops you have activated. And this action also creates a new desktop, providing a fresh space for your applications. Now, to differentiate between these two virtual spaces, we can rename each desktop as per our liking by right-clicking within each icon and selecting Rename. So let's rename Desktop 1 Work, and Desktop 2, we'll rename it Personal. Unfortunately, that's all we can do for differentiation purposes in Windows 10. We can't change the wallpaper as yet, but in Windows 11, you will be able to set custom backgrounds for each virtual desktop. Now we have two spaces to toggle between our personal and work apps. Each virtual desktop you create allows you to open different programs. When you start a new application, it's automatically placed on your current desktop. So if we go into our personal desktop and open several personal apps, for example, let's launch the Edge browser and we'll open the Tinder website again. We can also open, let me see, the Lady Gaga YouTube channel, okay? And let's also open up WhatsApp, okay, since we are at it. Now, all of these apps would show up here and not in our work desktop. You can create as many virtual desktops as you like by clicking on Add New Desktop. So let's create a third virtual desktop, and this time we'll open two games. Let's open Solitaire and also Candy Crush. Okay, we can move around the applications within the same desktop with snap options. Now, with snap options, you can affix an application to the right or left hand side of your screen. So let's open the task view again, and we are going to right click on Solitaire and snap it to the left, and we'll snap Candy Crush to the right. Okay. Now let's open if we go back into the task view, another interesting feature that we see if we right click on the context menu is show this window on all desktops. So if there's an app you would like to use on all of your virtual desktops, you can select this option. We can also move an app to another desktop, but the easiest way I think is drag and drop. Okay, so let's say we want to move Candy Crush into our personal desktop. We can click and drag Candy Crush into the personal desktop like that. And when we open our personal desktop, Candy Crush will be patiently waiting for us right there. If you no longer need a desktop, you can open the task view and hover your mouse above the desktop thumbnail you want to close. Then click on the X in the upper right corner. Any open applications that were in that desktop are automatically moved to an adjacent desktop. As you can see, our solitaire game was sent to our personal desktop. So there you have it. Now you know how to create and use multiple desktops on your Windows 10 PC. You can easily switch between different virtual desktops for gaming, work, school, or your personal interest. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more cool features about popular software. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.